So, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App basically will now have to report to the IRS. And this is a far cry from, all of this was a complete smokescreen when Joe Biden said, oh, we're only going to raise the taxes of people making 400K a year plus whatever. We're after the millionaires and the billionaires, but it was always such bullshit. Because the thing is, rich people, they have legit accountants, and those legit accountants would not permit rich people to take any kind of unnecessary risk as far as take any kind of inappropriate deductions, or they have too much to lose. Plus, they can legally, the way rich people make their money through businesses and stocks and whatever, real estate, they can legally not pay any taxes. So, at the end of the day, the people that actually cheat on taxes are the middle class businesses. They were like the small businesses that don't report or exaggerate deductions, or don't report income, or poor people that don't report income. Well, that's where all the cheating is. That's where all the money is. And now the smoke screen has cleared, and they're putting the screws on to the actual people. Yes, officially, this article says, oh, this is for people. So if Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App now have to report transactions totaling more than $600 to the IRS. Oh no, this is for small businesses. This means let's say here, new reporting requirements will ensure that small businesses that receive payments through these apps paying their fair share in taxes. Let's see here. I think either income exceeding $20,000 or 200 transactions. But, well, first of all, I mean, if somebody's, you can think, oh, $20,000. Oh, that's a lot of money. Not quite. I mean, let's say if you have a small apartment, you have a small business, you have a small apartment, and a couple people are paying you $1,000 a month. Well, you'll be over 20K or 200 transactions. I mean, and that's how they're starting off. That's just the camel's nose under the tent. Later on, it'll be lowered, and basically, I'm pretty sure all transactions for Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, they will be reported to the IRS, and eventually you'll have a digital crypto. I mean, this is in the future, but this is what people are speculating, which I think they'll go that way. They'll have a digital cryptocurrency. I mean, a digital dollar, where completely everything is reported to the U.S. government. And the people that will be put through the ringer as far as squeeze for every single tax dollar, it will be the poor and the middle class. It's not going to be the rich and the wealthy. This article says President Biden is cracking down on payments made through third-party apps. This is the whole thing. Whatever you thought about Trump, how he lied or this or that and the other, he exaggerated, and then he was the racist. This, well, at least the thing is, we knew that Biden, as bad as Trump was, I'm not a supporter of Trump, but we knew that this was better than Biden, because Biden is a dementia patient. He's not going. Basically, he has other puppeteers that are controlling him. The socialist left, the big tax left, and they want to squeeze every single penny out of the taxpayer. The taxpayer is just a tax cow for them. And this is an obvious thing that this is I knew this was going to happen. They were going to try to increase regulation, increase monitoring of regular everyday people. And boom, here we have it. Report transactions exceed $600 a year. They wanted to, I mean, I guess since Joe Manchin scuttled that Build Back Better bill, which they would force banks to snitch on you. Well, I guess they couldn't do that yet. So they're gonna have, these cash, these cash these cash apps or whatever cash these little apps report on you. The new reporting requirement will ensure that small businesses that receive payments through these apps are paying their fair share. It's like, what about if you're just buying just stuff on Craigslist and reselling it? You that means you didn't pay your fair, you know what I mean? They need to put the screws down on you, you know? If you have not even a small business, like a micro business, you're having a little side gig. You have a cherry tree, or and you're selling some vegetables outside from your backyard garden, and people are paying you on Cash App. Oh shit, you're over $600. You need to be taxed. You need to be squeezed for income. Beginning January 2022, third-party payments processors will be required to report such transactions. Though businesses were always required to self-report such incomes to the IRS, many often did not keep records of smaller transactions. The new rule is only for goods and services transactions, not personal, such as paying a roommate for rent or reimbursing a friend. Well, it's going to become that. It's going to become all transactions are going to be reported to the IRS. It also excludes anyone selling a personal item at a loss, such as a couch bought for $700 and sold for $650. This is the most like what? How the fuck do they know that you're selling something for a loss? These cash apps will now be required to send 1099-K from businesses with electronic transactions greater than $600. New change will apply from 2022. This new tax rule is separate from proposed IRS reporting requirements that originally would have hundreds of transactions data accounts with more than 600. Yep. Like I said, this is even separate from what they try to make the banks. Look at their game plan. Look at these greedy motherfuckers. They basically view, instead of you being their boss. I mean, that's why the left and the progressive left and the socialists, I really have a literal like a visceral disdain for them, because in their dumb little peanut brain skulls, they think that the government works for you. The government helps you. You don't employ them. They are your overlords. What company or what service that works for you spies on you like this to make sure you didn't earn a single penny that you didn't report to them? I mean, it's clear as daylight that you are the tax cow. They're milking votes. They care about themselves. They want power. And they don't give a fuck if you pay 50 or 60 or 70% of your income in taxes.